Hello everyone, hope you're having an amazing day. Today is going to be a super fun video because I'm going to be reading my old fanfictions on Wattpad, and it's been a minute since I looked back on these, so that should make it extra interesting. We have 3 that we're going to be reading today, and I'm doing it in order of when I wrote them. So the first one we have is a Miraculous Ladybug marriage hat fanfiction, a fanfiction about Camillo from Encanto, and then a Matt Sterniolo fanfiction. So we're gonna try and get through these, so let's go ahead and get started. But first, fun fact, I was in Food Lion earlier, and the song that Conrad sang at Susanna's funeral in season 2 of The Summer I Turned Pretty started playing, and it never really registered in my brain before. It's a real song that exists. It's not just a song that was written for the show. Here is her Secret Love, a marriage hat story. I love the picture that I got off of Google probably, because I don't think I was using Pinterest yet. If I wrote it now, I would have gotten it off of Pinterest though. And then right off the bat, the first thing that bothers me is that there isn't a colon between Secret Love and a marriage hat story like I would do today, and that is irritating. Now let's start with reading the description. One night after getting screamed at by his father, Adrian decides to transform into his alter ego Cat Noir and visit his very good friend Marinette Dupan Chang. While in her room, he notices Marinette's wallpaper on her computer and finally figures out she likes him. What will he do now? Read to find out. Okay. It has 456 reads, 4 votes, 8 parts, and the time estimation is 7 minutes. So we should be able to do all of these because they're all short because I never really finished any of them. Well, this one I think is finished, just short, but the next 2 I never finished them. So love that for me. Before we start this though, I just need to say, if you weren't in the Miraculous Ladybug fandom when I wrote this in 2021, I started it, well actually I wrote the entire thing in one day it seems. I wrote it on October 3rd, 2021. If you weren't in the Miraculous Ladybug fandom, you won't get it. But this was the vibe for the time. I just wrote the exact same thing that everybody wrote in their marriage hat fanfictions, but one scene I wrote myself. That's the only reason why I wanted to write this, was because I'm reading other people's fan fictions and I wanted this particular scene in there. It's the wallpaper thing that was in the description. So I just did it myself because I wasn't finding any that had anything like that. Also, it is written all in one paragraph. I didn't know that. I hate it when that happens. The worst thing is when I'm on Wattpad and I find a good story with a great description, sounds interesting, but then it's all written in one paragraph because then I can't read it. I don't know why. It's just hard for me to read that way. Alright, Chapter 1, Father-Son Fight. 128 views. This is actually very short, which means it isn't too long after just a normal paragraph, I guess. It's 2.5 paragraphs combined into one. Not too bad, I guess. I have 2 comments. We should read those. Anyway, they might be my own. I don't even know. One afternoon around 6 p.m. at the Agreste mansion, I didn't capitalize Agreste, but that's cool. Adrian was talking to Plag, and I didn't capitalize that either. In his room is normal. Oh, ew! I did the thing where it has the characters talking's name, the colon, and then what they're saying instead of actually writing. Plag. Adrian, go downstairs in the kitchen and get me my camembert. Adrian, I can't, my father will see. Before he can finish his sentence, he hears his father scream. Adrian Agreste, get down here right now. Plag. Wow, your father sure sounds angry is what I meant to say. Adrian, what did I do now? Star, downstairs in the hall with Gabriel. Star. Adrian, yes, father? Gabriel, Adrian, you disobeyed me. You went to another school field trip without my permission. Adrian, sorry, father. And then I put an emoji there for some reason. I don't know how well you can see. Gabriel, you're grounded for 2 weeks, no electronics, and you now have to do even more photo shoots. Adrian, but father. Gabriel, no buts, now leave. Star, back in Adrian's room. Star. Adrian, I really messed up now, Plag. I've never seen him so angry and upset with me. Plag, as long as he doesn't take away my camembert, then I'm fine. Adrian, of course, all you care about is your cheese. Plag, okay, you know what? How about you go patrolling as Cat Noir since you're so bored? Adrian, great idea. Thanks, Plag. I think I might visit Marinette. Plag, claws out. Plag, wait, I'm not done eating. Okay, first chapter done. Something else that I noticed, there's more stuff that I haven't capitalized, but then I also used the wrong your, and I also put okay, not as the actual word, but just an O and a K, and then there's a couple of times where I didn't capitalize the beginning of my sentence. It won't let me look at the comments. That's kind of sad. I wanted to see them. Okay, so the title for chapter 2 is Cat Visits His Princess. See, this is what I was talking about when I say I just did what everyone else did, because princess, said exactly like that, was everyone's nickname that they made Cat Noir call Marinette in these things. Wasn't just me. I'm not weird. Star, Cat Noir arrives at Mary's house and lands on her balcony. Star, tap tap, Star. Marinette, who is it? Cat Noir, it's me, Cat Noir. Marinette, oh, come in, silly kitty. So, Marinette, what are you doing here, Cat Noir? Something happened at home. Marinette, are you okay? Again, I didn't use the right okay. Cat Noir, yeah, I'm fine. I just grounded, that's all. I didn't put the H at the end of the yeah. So, what are you doing? Marinette, just designing a new hat. Oh no. This is the part where it gets really cringy. Not that it wasn't already pretty bad, but it gets worse. Star, Cat Noir notices her wallpaper on her computer. Cat Noir, looks like someone has a huge crush on Adrian Agreste. Marinette, Star, knocks over pencil cup. Star, well, what? No, I don't. What do you mean? Cat Noir, don't lie to me. I see your wallpaper on your computer. Marinette, Star, quickly turns it off. What? No, what wallpaper? Cat Noir, Marinette, it's fine. Just tell me. Do you like Adrian Agreste? Marinette, okay, fine. I do, okay? I've liked him since he gave me his black umbrella the second day I met him. You happy now? Cat Noir, yes, I am. But now I have to go. Bye, princess. Marinette, bye, kitty. Okay, you know what? It isn't that horrible. It could be worse, I suppose. Let's move on. Chapter 3 is called Adrian's Thoughts and Confusion. This chapter is literally like 3 sentences long. Look how short that is. That's the entire chapter. Star, back at home. Star, Adrian, can you believe it, Plag? All this time Marinette liked me. Plag, well, yeah, it was pretty obvious. Anyway, what are you gonna do at school tomorrow? Adrian, I'm not sure, Plag, but I know one thing is for sure. I'm definitely visiting her again tomorrow. Now, let's go back to sleep. Plag, good night, Adrian. Adrian, good night, Plag. Star, they peacefully go to sleep. Star. And I did add a little note saying, sorry the chapter was so short, kissy face. Chapter 4, Adrian at school. Star, the next day at school. Star. Marinette, oh no, Tiki, I'm gonna be late for school again. Tiki, well, Marinette, you shouldn't have stayed up all night thinking about what happened with Cat Noir yesterday. Called out. Marinette, I'm sorry, Tiki, but don't you think he was acting a little strange? Star, after Mrs. Boustier's class in the hall. Adrian, hey, Marinette. Marinette, hey, Adrian, how are you? Adrian's mind. Oh my, Plag was right. It is obvious that she likes me. I'm so oblivious. Good job, Adrian. I'm so proud of you for figuring that out. Adrian, so Marinette, did anything happen to you last night? Marinette, well, kind of. Cat Noir snuck in my house and we talked for a bit. That's all. Oh, I have to go. Bye, Adrian. Adrian, bye, Marinette. Adrian's mind. Wait, why am I stammering? Get it? Because that's what Marinette said when she started liking Adrian in the last episode of season 1, the umbrella scene. Nino, you like her, don't you? Adrian, what? No, I don't. She's just my friend. Classic Adrian. Nino, or technically there's no I when I wrote Nino. Dude, you just stuttered when talking to her. Anyway, I have to tell Alia about this. Adrian, what? Why are you looking at me like that, Plag? Plag, no reason, just that Nino is right. You finally like someone besides Ladybug. Adrian, what? No, I'll only ever love Ladybug. Well, don't I have something to tell you? This chapter is another really short one, and I once again apologized for it. Go me. Also, my views on these have progressively gone down more. This one only has 35. Anyway, chapter 5, Nino tells Alia. After Nino's conversation with Adrian, Nino. Hey, Alia, guess what? Alia. Oh no, did you find out Ladybug's identity? Because that would be bad. Nervous laugh. Nino. What? No, better. Alia. Phew. Okay, what is it, Nino? Nino. Adrian finally likes Marinette. Alia. Wait, really? How do you know? Why am I not separating my sentences with periods? I know how to do this. I don't know why I wasn't. I was 13 years old. Come on. Or technically I was still 12, turning 13 that month. Nino, he stuttered when he said bye to Marinette earlier. Alia, did you talk to him about it? Nino, yes, but he denied it and called her just a friend again. Alia, of course he did. Anyway, sorry Nino, but I gotta go to Marinette's, and I'm definitely telling her about this. Nino, bye Alia. Alright, that one was fine. See, like, the story isn't terrible. Like I said, I just copied everyone else. But it's more so the writing and me not knowing how to, apparently. Okay, I don't want the video to be too long, so we're actually going to stop with that one and move on to Ladder of Love, Camillo X Reader. Okay, this one has 155 reads, 13 votes, 15 parts, and the estimated time is 18 minutes. And I don't know how much of this we're actually going to read. I'm just going to stop when I want to. But the description is, YN moved to the Encanto due to having family in Colombia. She soon befriends Mirabel and meets her family, including a certain cousin. Also, I know Encanto takes place in the 1950s, but I'm making it take place in present times. It says on here that it's still ongoing as well, which I think is kind of funny. And it was written February 2022. Again, I did an introduction to YN and her family and like things about them because I started reading fan fictions where people did that, because this is when I like got introduced to the reader fanfics, which I still read. I only read Harry Potter ones now though, and then I'll read like stories with OCs and stuff if I go on Wattpad. But I don't spend as much time on here as I used to because I read actual books now. Back then I didn't read physical books. YN, make her look like you or however you want. She, her pronouns. You can change it to whatever you want. 13 years old, 75% American, 25% Colombian, youngest of 3. Edric, odd name, but I'm pretty sure I used Google to get the names of like the other family members because I was like, Colombian names. YN's older brother, 16, same ethnicity percentage, middle child of 3. Aria, YN's older sister, 19, same ethnicity percentage, oldest of 3. Borina is the mother, 47, 65% American, 35% Colombian. Victor, the father, 47, 100% American, 0% Colombian. Anastasia is their abuela / grandma, and I put in parentheses that they call her both. 82, 95% Colombian, 5% American, and I'm sure all of those percentages are not realistic and right, like the matching up whatsoever, but it's okay. forgot to mention this, but I do remember I had a dedicated fan for this story who would comment stuff all the time, so I'm going to try and see if the comments will work. Chapter 1, We're Moving! No One's Point of View. It was a very sunny morning in the middle of spring at 9 a.m. on a Wednesday in Richmond, Virginia. Oh, I had them be where I'm from. YN had just woken up and started getting ready for the day. She put on a nice little dress that reminded her of the season. You can choose something else if you want. This is what it looks like. Ta-da! I think it's cute. She also wore a cute half-up, half-down hairstyle with it. Looks like this. Good choices, good choices. Because we all know that Wattpad outfits get really bad sometimes. Then she did her makeup. Or not, as in like, if you don't wear makeup in real life, then you don't have to pretend she is. She did a natural look. She then put on some peachy perfume that she got from Bath & Body Works last Friday. She was planning on going to the store today, but first she had to do online school, and she was about to start until YN's point of view. Okay, time to start my school. Ugh, I thought to myself. Then my mom came in. Honey, before you start school, I need to tell you something. We're moving. What? No, we can't. I love it here. Why are we moving? There's nothing wrong with the house, is there? Your abuela wants us to move in with her because she's becoming too lonely. We have to move for her. Okay, I guess I can try and but only for abuela. Okay, yay! By the way, we leave next week. That's so funny. So abrupt for no reason. Also, grammar issues again. Okay was wrong once again, but I think everything else is fine for the most part, I guess. And the comment is, I hate moving, it actually sucks. I wouldn't know, I've never had to move. In order to make sure we move through the story, I'm skipping the second chapter of them moving, and I'm doing chapter 3 where the two characters meet for the first time. No one's point of view. The LN, last name, family has been in Encanto for the past 2 hours. They really haven't done much since they got there. All they have done is unpack. Then YN's mom told her to go to the town market and buy some food. YN's point of view. Okay, I need to get vegetables, fruits, and dairy products. I will probably get some extra treats for myself too. Then as I was walking from getting everything, I bumped into someone. Ow, he said. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry, I said while helping him up. I then looked up and saw a boy that looked to be a little older than me with brown curly hair and dark eyes. OMG, he's so freaking cute, in parentheses as her thoughts. Hi, I'm Camilo Madrigal. What? Sorry, I just thought that was kind of funny. It makes me giggle that I made him introduce himself that way. I haven't seen you before. Did you just move here recently? Hi. Again with the stuttering. With Marinette it made sense because she stutters in the show a concerning amount, but why did I have to write it in here? I don't know why, but I had a weird obsession with wanting the girls to stutter when they saw their crush. But it's not cute. It's weird to write about. Hi, I'm YN, and yeah, I just moved here. Moved here. OMG, what is wrong with me? I'm wondering the same thing, honey. What is wrong with you? Or more so, what's wrong with me? But past me. 13-year-old me. Okay, well, hi, YN. I gotta go do my chores. Bye. He says, mocking her stutters playfully. Okay, bye, I said while stuttering. Once again, time skip. I need to call my besties from back at home and tell them about my day and about a certain Madrigal. Wait, no, I can't have a crush on him. I just met him today. What is wrong with me? Never mind that. I'm not telling them quite yet. YN, come eat dinner, Edric yelled for me to come. Coming, I shouted. Sorry for another short chapter and for posting twice today, even though that's not really a bad thing. Okay, let's skip around some more. Okay, this next chapter we are going to read because it has more stuff between the two of them in it. And the chapter's called First Crush. After dinner. YN's point of view. I was just sitting on the bed of my new room when I heard someone knock on the door of the balcony. Oh dear, it's the Mirror Chat fanfiction all over again. I have in my room. I got up and saw that it was of course the one and only Camillo Madrigal. I got up and walked to the balcony. What are you doing here? I asked while trying my best not to stutter like I did before. Thank goodness that she didn't, because I can't do this anymore. My abuela wanted me to invite you and your family to a dinner with our family since you're new to town. Oh, no, I spoke too soon. Oh, okay, I will be there, I said nervously. See you then, bye. OMG, OMG, OMG. The Camillo Madrigal and his abuela invited me to their house for dinner. Wait, I can't go to their house for dinner. Not with Camillo there. I'll be a nervous wreck with him there. And to top it all off, my family will see it all. Wait, I stood around Camillo. I called cute in my head. I forgot to put him in that sentence. I'm scared to have dinner with him and his family. Do I have a crush on him? I wonder. There's a comment. I'm not gonna sit here and wait for it to load. It's okay. Maybe they'll be at the bottom. No, I can't have a crush on him. I've never had a crush before. I just don't have crushes. But I do now, I guess. Ugh, what am I gonna do? I whine while face planting in my pillow. And then I just clarify something that doesn't matter. Wait, his sister Dolores can hear everything I just said, can't she? Oh no. Okay, get yourself together. I have to tell my parents about the dinner. Okay, time to go downstairs. Mom, Dad, Eric, Aria, Abuela, I have some news. Come in the living room. They all make it to the living room and sit on the couch. Okay, everyone hold on to the seat, or well, couch. Like I said, I have some news. Just get to the point, says Edric, being the annoying sibling he is. Shut up. Okay, so the news is that we got invited to the Madrigal household for dinner tonight at 6 p.m. Please say we can't go. Please say we can't go. My dad finally spoke up and said, that sounds like fun. I can't wait to meet the Madrigals. Oh no, I guess we're going. Hey, comments. So, from that last bit, you had one job, that was to say no. And then two other comments from something. Me too, Miss Girl. Makes sense. Nah, bro, wait till you see his mom and Mirabelle. The next chapter is, the dinner. And I can already tell this is going to make me cringe because I took a little sneak peek at it. And it's going to kill me to have to read this part out loud. YN's point of view. It's 6 p.m. now and me and my family have just arrived at the La Casa Madrigal. I start walking and all of a sudden I see Camilla walking towards me. Age my family, not and my family, age my family is what it says. My palms started getting sweaty. I could feel my face turning red as a tomato. My heart was beating 10 times faster than it should be. Then he finally gets close enough to say something to me. Hi again, YN. I'm glad you could come. Yeah, glad I could come too. I hate myself. Oh, you're falling for me already, mi vida. Hate it. Also, I apologize if I'm pronouncing words wrong. I don't know Spanish. He teased. What? I said kinda loud. Just kidding, I only said it because you're as red as a tomato and you're stuttering. Called out. Oh, haha. I tried to play it off and then my brother turns to me and says, oh, looks like my baby sister has her first crush. My face turns red once again. Whatever, I say, then start looking around the casita. Then I see a girl with brown hair and a bun with a red bow wearing a yellow dress. So, I know you have a crush on my little brother. I heard you just now, and I heard you freaking out last night. She does her famous squeak and walks away. Wait, how does she hear me at my house? Oh no, she's the Madrigal that can hear everything, isn't she? No! What I want to know is how she even knew there was a Madrigal that could hear everything. There was no part where she was told that information. Unless it was in the moving chapter I skipped, but I doubt it. I probably just, I calm myself down and then go and sit down at the dinner table, and since I was late, only one seat was empty and it was next to Camillo. Great, let's see how that goes. I'm skipping around again to a couple chapters later called Truth or Dare / Sleepover Part 2, and it's basically she got invited to sleep over with the girls and they decide to play Truth or Dare. And for some reason, I switched writing styles. So now I'm writing how I was writing with the mirror chat. fanfiction, which is just so fun and cool. Mirabelle. Okay, Dolores, truth or dare? Truth. Mirabelle. What is the juiciest secret you've ever heard because of your gift? Dolores. Sorry, YN, for this, but the juiciest secret I've ever heard is probably that YN has a huge crush on Camilo, even though they only met twice. To be honest, I think it's kind of cute. YN. Dolores, why? Sorry, I have to answer the question. It's the game. Isabella. Well, now that we all know you like my primo, YN, truth or dare? YN. Truth? That was so dumb. Why did I say truth? Isabella. Okay, YN, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like Camilo? They just won't give this girl a break. YN, if I'm being honest, I can't even stay in the range 1 to 10 because he's so amazing and cute. So I'll go with 999,999,999 out of 10. Oh, that's so cute. YN, yeah, whatever. Rolling eyes emoji, even though she's talking out loud. Time skip. Mirabelle. I'm kind of tired of truth or dare. How about we watch a movie? Everyone else. Sounds good. Mirabelle. Okay, perfect. We're watching High School Musical, by the way. Great choice. Soon everyone falls asleep. There's a lot of comments for this one, but I'm not going to read them because time's sake. Okay, we've skipped to the very end of the story, and basically this chapter, like before it, I asked for requests of things to write about because I ran out of ideas, so this chapter is completely somebody else's idea that I wrote for them with like my own little twist based off of what they said. But the only thing I remember happening before this is I did a plot hole by making YN siblings re-meet the Madrigal family because I forgot about their dinner. So there's like an entire chapter of them meeting for the first time. But we've skipped over that. The next morning, Antonio's point of view. Oh, this isn't the last one. It's just, there's a couple more. Okay. I was just sliding down my tree in my cool room, about to go in the dining room for breakfast. Then one of my dragars came up to me from the hall. He started telling me some stuff he heard while in the hall looking for some of Tio Bruno's rats to eat for his breakfast. He apparently heard some stuff about YN having a crush on my big brother. That's kind of gross, hee hee. I'm gonna tell Camilo. Time skip brought to you by Bruno walks in with a sheepish grin. People used to do that all the time, I don't know why. Antonio. Hi, Camilo, guess what? YN has a crush on you. Camilo. Haha, funny joke, Tonito. She can't have a crush on me. I barely talk to her. Just really pushing the they've never talked so they can't have a crush thing. Antonio, but my dragar told me she did. Okay, whatever. Bye, Tonito. Camilo point of view. He is joking, right? Okay, that's all I'm going to go ahead and do for that one. So now we're moving on to the last ever fanfiction I've ever written, the Matt Sterniolo one. Okay, so this one's called Best Friend's Brother is the One for Me, you know, Victorious reference. And fun fact about this, I actually have not read this one ever since I wrote it because in 8th grade, my boyfriend randomly announced in the middle of class that he read this one, so I just been too embarrassed to ever read it again. But it's been 3 years, so now I can read it again, and we're gonna have a great time. Okay. The description. Noelle met Nick at an art class he started taking and soon became besties. Nick then, after a couple months, finally introduced her to his triplet brothers. What happens when she falls in love with one of them? I don't know. Gonna find out. This one only has 36 reads, 0 votes, only 4 parts, and it's under 5 minutes, so we can read the whole thing for this one. There's a character intro, so actually I'm gonna skip it. This is all written at the very end of August 2022. Okay, I kind of had to leave because my computer was about to die and things weren't loading because the internet decided it didn't want to work temporarily, but we're back. The chapter is just called Nick and Noelle Hang Out. Very creative. Noelle point of view. Okay, still haven't grown out of doing the wrong okay, it seems. I'm hanging out with Nick today. so I need a perfect outfit. He said we were just going on a walk, so I need something casual. This isn't really going on a walk type outfit, but here it is. It's cute. Kind of. No, I accidentally went off the story. Hey, that didn't happen. Let's continue. Okay, then I started walking to Nick's house. He only lives like 5 minutes away, outside of Nick's house. Hey! Why did I read it like that? I mean, that's how it's said, but I say when I got there, "Hi, are you ready to go?" He asks me, "Indeed I am." I tell him, why am I making them talk like that? It's giving, hold on. It's like in TV shows when it's like 45-year-olds trying to write how people in Gen Z talk to each other. Okay. We walked for about 5 minutes and he asked me a question. "Hey Noelle, you know how I'm a triplet, right?" He asks me. "Yeah, I do. Why?" "Well, I told my brothers about you yesterday and they want to meet you. Is tomorrow fine with you?" "Yeah, of course. Tomorrow's fine." Yay, I finally get to meet his brothers. It feels like I've been waiting for this forever. Noelle meets Chris and Matt. Noelle point of view. Okay, my outfit for this is so cute. Thank gosh. I'm not saying thank God. Because I need to make a good first impression. Okay, I think I'm ready to go. I walk into the kitchen to say bye to my mom and brother. My dad passed away a few years ago. Sad face. Holy trauma dump. Bye, Mom and my favorite loser. Bye, honey. Yeah, it really reminds me of teenagers in TV shows on how they talk. My mom told me, "Where are you going?" my brother says to me with an unnecessary attitude. "I'm going to meet Nick's brothers for the first time. Wanna come?" I ask him, "No, why would I wanna come?" "Geez, I was just asking." Okay, bye. See you in a couple hours. After a quick 12-minute drive, wait. It said in the first chapter he only lived 5 minutes away. Why is it 12 now? I finally made it to Nick's house and walked up to the house and rang the doorbell. "I'll get it," I heard Nick shout before opening the door and greeting me. "Hey, Elle," Nick says to me in a super exciting and nice way. "You ready to meet my brothers?" "I think," I say in a way where I think he could tell that I was nervous. "Okay, I'll have you meet them one at a time. Matt first." That makes no sense. Why would he just bring them in one at a time? After a minute or so, he comes back, but this time with his brother, obviously. "Hi, I'm Matt," he tells me. I could tell he was nervous, and I know you think I might be crazy because I just met him, but it was cute. He had such beautiful blue eyes, hair, and smile that made me almost melt onto the ground like the Wicked Witch of the West. Finally, after admiring him for a few seconds, I introduced myself. So what was she doing? Was she just standing there until she finally remembered she had to speak too? It's so funny to picture. "Hi, I'm Noelle, but if you want, you can call me Elle." "Okay, then nice to meet you, Elle." He winks at me while saying this, which makes me blush really hard, and I think Nick might have noticed. Then Nick goes and gets Chris. He was pretty too. They all are, but Matt was 100% the prettiest. After that, we decided to exchange phone numbers and start watching a movie. They let me pick it out since I'm a guest. I picked out my all-time favorite movie, the one and only Mean Girls. Why is that your favorite movie? Like, Mean Girls is a good movie, but why did I make that be the favorite movie for this? AA, the movie that made 14-year-old me be so scared for high school that I threw up the day of. That's sad. We were watching the movie and all of a sudden, about 20 to 30 minutes in, Nick decided to pull me upstairs and into his room. "Okay, Noelle, spill," he says, which left me very confused. What do you mean, spill? Or technically it says, what do you man spill? I ask him, okay, I was gonna drag this out, but I'm just gonna cut to the chase. "Do you like my brother Matt?" "Yeah, of course I do. He's a really good friend." Nick slaps his hand on his forehead. "Elle, I mean, do you have a crush on him?" he asks, which left me kind of shocked, but also not really. What? No, you're crazy. I just met the guy. Doesn't mean you can't like him. He tells me in a teasing tone. Okay, maybe I do a little, I admit, but you can't tell him or anyone else. I promise. Okay, this is called just social media. Because, like, there's social media x real life fanfictions, in case you didn't know, so I decided to do that, because, again, that was my introduction to these for the first time. AN. Author's note. Okay, I got my phone fixed, so I can do the social media thing now. That's kind of rude. Don't you know I'm filming a video? Your fave _ Noelle has posted. There's her looking very pretty. I have no clue who that person is. I might have gotten this from Pinterest at this point. I don't know if I was using Pinterest yet. I don't remember when I started, if I'm being completely honest. Wait, hold on. Let's just try and do it like this. Yeah. Easier this way. And then it has the comments. Oh, and it says pretend Maddie is Noelle in that picture. Your fave _ Noelle. Love these idiots. Username. Wait, she knows the triplets? Your _fave Noelle. Yep, I met Nick at an art class and he introduced me to his brothers yesterday. Matthew Sterniolo. Heart eyes emoji. Your fave _ Noelle. Question mark, question mark. Christopher Sterniolo. Matt, what? Jordan Ramsey. Beautiful. Your fave _ Noelle. All you. And that's it. And that's the entire story. I never went further than that. Don't you guys just love that for me, that I never finished? But yeah, that means we're done with the video, so I hope you enjoyed it and that it wasn't too long or too boring. Bye.